Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over the top 10 questions that I get asked as a notary public. Every single one of them I'm going to answer, so stay tuned because one of your questions might be in this video, and once and for all, you can get it answered and then start going out there and make more money or start making money, period, as a notary public in 2024. If you're new here, hello, my name is Adi. This is Life with Adi. I'm an entrepreneur mom. I am a life insurance agent and a notary public, and I love to come on here and use this platform, my channel, to help other people start these businesses, these side hustles, without having to pay hundreds and thousands of dollars for courses. All of my videos are free, and there's no gatekeeping information here because what is the point? I don't understand that. So enjoy this video, and if you want to stick around, please make sure to subscribe because more than half of you guys are watching my videos and none of you subscribe to saying it's free. This question I get asked the most, like every single day. Is it still a good time to get into the notary business? And I've answered it in another video, but I'll answer it again here. It is always a good time. I think what people are asking when they say, is it a good time to get into this business? They're most likely asking about loan signings. And if I have to be honest with you, which I always am, loan signings is slow right now. There is a reason for that. I mean, have you seen how much the houses are right now, the interest rate and all that? No one really wants to buy houses right now. No one wants to refinance. There was a huge refinancing wave a few years ago, and also people taking out home equity lines of credit. So those are HELOCs or loan modifications. Like, there was a lot more going on a few years ago than there is now. So I'll be the one that's going to be honest with you guys because I'm not here trying to sell you courses and get loan signing certified. And no, we don't do that here. I don't think if you're going to get into this business and you are solely thinking about getting into loan signings, no, it's not a good time. It's not. I don't know if I'm going to get hate for that. I'm always afraid to say too much in these videos, but I also think that if someone doesn't say it, then everyone's just kind of just blind to the fact that loan signings, no, it is not a good time to get into being a notary public if you just want to do loan signings. I'm also here to tell you, as your friend, that the notary business is not all about loan signings. And there's so much more in the notary business, like what you can do with that notary commission, than loan signings can ever offer you. I have so much to say about loan signings, but I'll keep it for another video. All I want to say is that if you are talking about, is it a good time to get into the notary business for loan signings? No, it's not a good time. Is it a good time for me to get into the notary business just as a general notary, doing the whole thing? Yeah, it's always a good time. This service is searched for every single day. That's the crazy part. I will either get a phone call, an email, or even a text message. And I love that. I love that it's coming to me. I don't have to go out and search for it or beg someone to use my services to you know what I mean? When someone needs a document notarized, it's not about, do I want to get it notarized or not? It's, no, my lawyer said I have to, or so-and-so said I have to, right? I can't get this official or do anything with it until I see a notary. And it's a service that it has to get done. It's not a want, it's a need. And like I said, it's searched for, so it comes to me, and I don't always have to go out and market because I have my Google business page, and because I've learned how to optimize it. I've learned little tips and tricks, and I've shared them with you guys too, doing little updates once a month and the whole thing. And it does really help to get the calls, to get the messages so that I can go out and do the work. Like I said, there's so much money to be made as a notary outside of loan signings. So I hope I answered that question. The second question I get is, do I need a double tray laser printer that prints at 100 pages per minute? No, I'm just kidding. People are out here saying the most outrageous things, I don't know, just outrageous. But no, you don't need a double tray. No, you don't need a laser printer that prints out at 100 pages per minute. That's crazy. But you just need a good printer. I'm looking at my printer right now. And as much as this printer has given me some trouble with the whole like double tray, and I bought it because it's a double tray. But I want to tell you that if you just buy a single tray, your single tray can be used as a legal size one. And I have a trick for you. I do this still, okay? I don't do the double tray thing anymore because I'm not about to mess up a loan signing appointment or anything. Loan signings is really the only job that you're going to get that has you printing a document, like a PDF document that has letter and legal, and it's like all mixed. So what I do is I use a PDF page sorter, and that's literally what it does. It sorts the pages. So I'm going to have my letter and I'm going to have my legal, and it's going to give me the order afterwards. And trust me, it sounds so much more complicated when I'm explaining it, but I have a video where I'm actually doing the thing, and it's so easy to do, and it's foolproof. I've never had a mess up with that. I've had mess ups trying to do it on my own, doing the whole like calling customer service and the whole thing. I've talked about it before, but it sucks being in a rush and printing out documents and like they don't print out right. So I use a PDF page sorter I don't want any room for mistakes. So that's just me, and I like to simplify my processes as I go. So one of the things that has been simplified for me is don't use a double tray. Just use the PDF page sorter. And if you have that single tray printer, that's all you need. You're going to PDF page sort the document. It's going to shoot out your letter and your legal. Once it shoots out your letter, you're going to print out all of your letter paper, all of it, put it in a pile over here. And then you're going to make that tray big. You're going to pop in your legal size paper now, your longer paper, and then you're going to print out that PDF of all legal. And then you put it all together in a beautiful stack, and like you're good to go. No mistakes whatsoever. So yeah, I would just say if you have a printer already, no, you don't need a double one. And if you are not a techie, like a tech savvy person, I would just say just go with the single. Don't even do the double. Yeah, I would just say go with the single. Don't do the double. Okay, next question. How do I charge for my services? All right, I love this question because I think everyone is a little bit different, and I don't think that you should lowball yourself or that you should charge this outrageous amount of money because you can get in trouble for it, basically. It does state in our notary handbook that the fees have to be reasonable. We have a maximum fee that we can charge for acknowledgments and for jurats and, the whole thing. And then we don't exactly have like rules to follow as far as how much you can charge for travel, how much you can charge for your time, but it does need to be reasonable. And there is like the public has the opportunity to put a claim against you or like a complaint against you if they feel that the notary overcharged and just, they just overcharged. And so they can do that. They can report you. What will happen? I don't know. I've never been reported. I don't know. But it does state on the Secretary of State website and on the notary handbook that these things can happen. So how much I charge for my services, obviously I do the very, very max for the acknowledgement and the jurat. How much California allows me to do is 15, so I do 15. My travel fee, I only travel. I had a call like on Saturday or Friday. I am not about to travel. And I was talking to my mentee and I'm telling her, she asked me the same thing, like how far were you willing to travel and like how much should I charge? I think this is super duper personal, and I think you have to be really smart about it. Just because you like to drive and you don't mind the hour drive doesn't mean that you should, and it also doesn't mean that it's going to be worth it. So you have to make sure that my driving distance is I'm not going past 15 miles. I'm not. Find another notary or pay me more. But if you are within the 15, my travel fee is 25. If you are within, hear me out, okay? If you are within, let's just say like my 5-mile radius, my fee is very, very low for travel. It's between 10 and 15. And I do this because I want to have the ability to be that local notary. So I'm working on it slowly. I'm not trying to make fast money. I'm trying to make this last and really build up my reputation here in my city, in my area. Not the whole world and not the whole county, but just in my city. So I do keep my fees reasonable. I don't charge a whole lot. I also don't penny pinch. So when the attorney, for example, had me go out to, the client's house, yes, I charged for that. I charged for the documents I was going to notarize, my travel, but I didn't charge him to print out the 8 pieces of paper or whatever. I could have, but because I didn't penny pinch, you guys saw, he called me and was like, hey, send me the cities that you work in because I'm going to put you on my list. Like, I want to work with you again. It's not all about like making that fast money like right now. And I've seen people even get down to like tracking like the mileage and how much it costs them per paper and ink. And I'm like, who has the time to do all that? But that's not how business works. Sometimes in business, you do have to just give a little more than you actually take in the beginning. And until you have like a consistent, like every single day clients, then you can really start to think about like, okay, I'm going to start raising my prices and like doing this and that. Also taking into account like gas prices right now. So, and I think everyone understands that. Just don't penny pinch and don't overcharge people. That's all I'm saying. But that's what my fees are. I don't exactly charge for my time. Like, oh, if this job's going to take me an hour to do, I charge $25 per hour plus $25 for travel plus $15 per acknowledgement and for jurat. I don't do that. I just do my travel fee and then the, printing fee. If it's, more like 15, 20 pages, and yeah, I would have done a printing fee. But yeah, that's all I do. And I have a gas mileage like calculator so you can see how much it would cost you to go out and do a job. And then, you can kind of, oh, okay, this is how much I should charge, for my travel. So I'm going to link that for you guys. The other question I get is, how do I do my taxes? I'm not a tax person, but I just do my taxes like anyone else. I take my taxes to my tax professional and they do it. It does depend like whether you're an LLC or a sole prop. But from what I know of, an LLC still gets taxed the same way as a sole prop unless you are filing as an S corp. And if all of this sounds like mumbo jumbo, it also sounds like it to me because we're not tax professionals. And I think that we should leave that for the tax professionals. You're going to have to pay taxes. Okay, either way. It doesn't matter. You pay taxes when you work a 9 to 5 and you pay taxes when you don't work a 9 to 5. Everybody pays taxes. If you talk to your tax professional and mention to them the S corp, then maybe they can explain to you a little bit more and how much, like, what's the difference in the taxes, like the bracket, and how much are you actually going to be spending if you do the S corp or if you don't do the S corp filing. Okay, the next question is, do I need to have an LLC? The answer is no. You do not need to have an LLC. You can just start off as a sole prop, which is perfectly fine. And like I mentioned, like the whole tax purposes of things, you still have to do an S corp, like tax filing, even as a single member LLC. So I think if you're going to do an LLC, it should be because you want to build business credit and you want to eventually take out like business loans to grow your business, to maybe get a company car. I don't know, just different things. Like you really, really want to take this serious. I would say get an LLC because an LLC is not something about like, oh, you just get it and like you run it up for a year and then you don't. It's like year after year after year. And yeah, like I said, tax wise, I don't see much of a difference between being a sole prop and an LLC unless you're doing that S corp filing, SCORP, S corp. But my opinion, if you're going to take it serious, yeah, I think an LLC is worth it. But if this is something that you're still just kind of like, I don't know if it's going to work out, I just don't know, then don't do an LLC. Just stick to you being a 1099, sole prop, independent, and that's it. Okay, the next question is, how do you get clients? The number one way, that I get clients is my Google business page. Number one. I learned how to optimize it. I have a video on there, but it's really just updates that you do once a month, and you add every single type of document that you are allowed to notarize, and you list it on your services. Add pictures, add videos, ask for reviews. That is the number one way that I get clients. I also do direct mail marketing. I have a whole video going into detail about that. And just general marketing, handing out flyers. That's how I get the clients. The other question that I have, should I start with signing services? I think that I was just as confused as a lot of you. And in the beginning, I thought, well, a signing service would be great because this is how I get my feet wet. No, no. You get your feet wet by practicing so much until you feel like I'm ready to take on my first signing. Your first signing doesn't have to be a loan signing. I wouldn't even recommend that you do that. I don't, which is why I'm not recommending for you to start off with signing services, because signing services are just going to be loan signings. Very, very, very like, oh my gosh, once in a blue moon, would I get an estate planning through a signing service? Mostly it's loan signings. And like I said, that's not like on and popping right now. So if you are looking for like the signing services to start off with, you're probably going to wait a long time, is what I'm trying to say. You're probably going to wait a long time to get that first notification, to do that first appointment. And you don't want to wait too long. You want to practice and then implement what you're practicing in person. I want to give you the best piece of advice, because for a lot of you guys, I just wish that I could you guys, it's easy. Trust me, it's easy. It's not hard to do this. I don't think that you should start with the signing services, but if you do want to go that route, I'm going to answer the next question, which is, how do I get the orders from the signing service? You're going to see, because I didn't see this before, and I started to see it, and I'm like, maybe people have taken my advice, huh? But I started seeing on the notifications that they were sending out, please do not call the office and ask to be assigned to this job. They let us review and blah, blah, blah. I don't listen, okay? I'm going to call, and I'm going to let you know that I got the notification and that I want to be assigned to it. So I think a lot of people play by the rules a little bit too much. I'm going to be honest with you. And they're like, no, pero dice que no llame. It says not to call, not to, blah, 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 blah. I don't know any other way to get an appointment besides calling. I'm being honest with you. The only way that I know of how to get a signing appointment through a signing service notification is pick up the phone and call them. Hey, I'm on your list. I'm a notary. Adriana, I just got the notification. It's for a signing in La Puente at 6:00 on Thursday, whatever it is. I give them all the details, but I start off with saying I am a notary on your database already, because if you're getting the notification, you're on the database. So just start off with that. It doesn't guarantee that you will get it assigned, but it'll at least, that is getting your feet wet with calling and getting the nerves out of the way, and hopefully you will get assigned, but it's not as easy as it was before. Next question is, how do I know what documents I can notarize? This is on your Secretary of State website, and it is also in your Notary Public Handbook. It will list every single document that you are allowed to notarize and every single document that you are not allowed to notarize, and who notarizes those documents, or if they can't get done at all, what steps to take. So look at your Notary Handbook and look at the Secretary of State website. And the last question, and just like a lot of you guys, I was the same way too. Who in the world am I calling if I don't know what to do? Who do I call? Who do I call if I need help? You can either call the Secretary of State office, or you can call the NNA hotline. If you're a member, then you have that hotline. The NNA is the National Notary Association, very well-known organization, company. But I will say that, well, at least for me, the few times I've called the NNA hotline, it's taking a little while to get an answer. So I would say go through your Secretary of State and call the number. Ask them, hey, I'm a notary public, and just explain whatever. I've got this and this going on. What do I do? Even if it's I just need to double check that I can notarize this. Call the Secretary of State and ask. Another way that you can get help as well is Easy Notary class. If you're a student, you're already commissioned, but you have access to it for 2 years, you can call their hotline or their customer service line if you have any questions. They will be happy to help you, but my first choice would be the Secretary of State. Any questions, go there. Ask them. Hopefully the video was helpful. I am trying really, really hard to put out even more valuable content for you guys to, I don't know, I just want to give you guys the boost and the confidence that you need to like really go out there and start doing this notary work and getting paid for it, using your notary commission, because a lot of you, like, you've had it for almost 4 years. It's about to expire and you haven't made money with it. And I know there's a disconnect. Like, there's a little disconnect somewhere. And so if I can be that person that like grabs your two floating pieces of information and put it together so that you can like, whoa, get that whoa moment, like it all makes sense, I'm going to be that person for you guys. And I want to do it consistently and making sure that I'm thorough and detailed with the videos. So hopefully this video was helpful. And if you have any more questions, please drop them below and I'll make more videos. I have so much more to get out. So hopefully you guys enjoy all of the content that I'm working on and that I'm pushing out. And if you haven't heard it before, I'm going to tell you this right now before I let you go. This Saturday, I have a live notary workshop. This isn't a mentorship. This is a workshop. We're actually going to do the work of a notary. We're going to practice with each other. We're going to answer the group's questions. It's a very small, limited, exclusive group. It's only for 10. I don't know when is the next time. I'm being honest with you guys. This is not like a way for me to upsell or anything. Because life gets busy, I don't know when the next time is that I will host one of these. And it's an hour and a half long. Very small group. Like I said, it's only 10 people. And I need you all to take advantage of this and learn and apply and start making money with that notary commission. There's money to be made out there. So if you haven't signed up for it, you need hands-on training, there's a link to it. And I really hope that you either take advantage of the free videos or sign up for the workshop. One way or the other, practice notarizing documents and get out there and do the work. Once you do the first one, you guys, oh my gosh, you guys I need you to come back after you do your first appointment. I need you to come back and tell me, Ali, I cannot believe I waited that long to do a notary appointment. I cannot wait to start hearing those comments from you guys. Like, I did it. It was easy. I don't know why I was so scared. I need to start hearing more of this because I'm helping out a lot of you, but I'm telling you, there's like a missing piece somewhere. And so I want to help you guys find that missing piece. I'll let you go because I have a notary appointment coming up soon. I have to get ready for it. It's actually here in my building too. So I don't have to drive anywhere. Awesome. Anyways, little things like that, you guys. I mean, I would love for you to experience this as well and to have a notary business that you can make money with and for it to be flexible and around your schedule. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave me a comment, subscribe if you're not subscribed, like the video, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye. See you Saturday if you're going to be there, okay? Bye.